friends, he was working at a body shop actually, and I managed to get in there. All week I was sanding from Monday to Friday, and at the end of the week I thought, not for me. That was it, mechanical. Anyway, carried on in school and just left. I didn't do any GCSEs, nothing. I think this day and age you wouldn't be as lucky, or I wouldn't be as lucky. I think it's completely different now. But I just left school. I've written to a load of garages. You know, I'm looking for work. I'll go to college. I'll do this. I had an interview at Bryan Brothers, which they're not even about anymore, which was a main dealer. Didn't get in. Carried on, and I got a letter from Renault saying that they wanted to come and see me. Or I had to go and see them, sorry, for an interview. Managed to get in. And yeah, so that was it. Managed to get a job. I was 15 when I started, because my birthday's in August. So yeah, so I was 15 when I started the apprenticeship there. The college is obviously different to what you're doing, because I had an apprenticeship, so I would do X amount of time in a garage and then go to college. The college was up in Nottingham. It was actually a Renault specialised college. All that was there was Renaults, and in fact Nissan was there as well, but Renault do own Nissan, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I had to go for 2 weeks at a time. So I was at 15 the first time I went up, but yeah, through 16, 17 until I drove. I had to get a train, you know, all the way out there, stay out there for 2 weeks to learn. Obviously that's what I wanted to do. It was tough because all my friends that were doing stuff like this, they were going to college once a week, or maybe like yourselves, 3 days a week. But yeah, now I've got done all that, and done my MOT license when I got to 21. It was good. It was good at the main dealer. If any new cars come out, electronic handbrakes, obviously that was a new thing. No cars had that before. You would go on all these courses. This is how it works. You know, that would be 2, 3 of you from the workshop, all traveling away, staying away. So it's a good laugh, do you know what I mean? Go out on the night, somewhere different. So you're picking up all this new information. But the reason I left Renault, because it was just awesome, was money, because there was jobs paying a lot more. Backstreet garages would pay a lot more money. And experience, because my friend, I was 21. I've only ever worked on Renaults. I've done the odd little job, oil change here and there. But he had a Ford Escort. He's bought his Ford Escort round. Can you do a cam belt? I said, yeah, no worries. I start taking it apart, and it is completely different. I was like, oh, like looking back now, I think, well, it's easy, but at the time, it was completely different to what I was used to. You know, the tools, everything. So at that time, I knew I had to move on. So I went to this garage here, and it is chalk and cheese comparison to what I was. This is Motortech. A lot of their work's fleet stuff. The main reason what drew me there as well was money. £25,000 they were offering, and that's 10 years ago. No, more than 10 years ago. So there I went, but it was fleet stuff, vans, skip lorries, you know. I'm not lying, I could have cried. The first week I come home, I could have cried every night, because I thought, what have I done? I didn't know what I was doing. You know, oxyacetylene, never didn't even know it was when I left Renault, because I'm working on new cars that are 5, 6 years old. You know, once your car gets over that level, you wouldn't really take it to a main dealer because of the prices that they charge. So here, you know, it's just rusty bolts, things snapping, you know, truck wheels that take 45 minutes to get off and stuff like that. But after about a month, I settled in, and I'll tell you, I'm looking back at my career. I think that's what made me, really, because the stuff I had to put up with there I mean, even the tea room, I like the workshop where I come from, City Motors. There was a cleaner going around all day, you know, on his machine, cleaning the floor. I could have ate my dinner off it. In that, I didn't really want to eat my dinner in the tea room. It was, you know, it's completely different. But yeah, no, I you know, I think that's what made me. But also with that, I was working on vans, trucks, you know, loads of different stuff. The reason I did leave there, I was only there about a year, was because where I was living, I had to leave. It wasn't that far, but it was where it was positioned in Bristol. I had to leave almost an hour before I started work, and then I'd be sat outside for 45 minutes reading the paper. It was getting a bit too much. The travelling home was just traffic. So I had to find somewhere a little bit closer to home. I was driving along one day in Downend, and there's this place here, Westerly Car Centre. They were after an MOT technician and vehicle mechanic. I went in, spoke to him. I just went in, actually. I remember I just pulled in, went in, spoke to him, sat down, had a chat, and yeah, the job was mine. So I left Motortech. They said to me, you know, if you ever wanted to come back, the door's always open. But yeah, went to here. This was a really nice garage. It was almost like that main dealer again. It was really posh in there. The way you used to treat customers and stuff. Whereas Motortech, it would be the builders dropping their van off, and you know, there wasn't no coffee machine, etc. But yeah, no, this was really good. I was one of the top techs there, and the apprentice. They also used to sell cars. So Neil, the owner, he would go down the auctions, buy a load of cars, bring them back. So part of the job was PDIing, stuff like that, which is a pre-delivery inspection. You go over the car, make sure it's like new before it's sold, which is what we used to do at main dealer, putting number plates on, stuff like that, any accessories they want to fit in. But yeah, no, that was good there. And then I was enjoying it there. I was there a few years, and then out of the blue, I had a phone call from my manager that works at Renault. Because everywhere I've left, you know, with the door open. I haven't burnt the bridges, and you don't really want to do that in the motor trade because everyone knows everyone. You all get to. And yeah, he got my number off social media, rang me up, said that there's a new garage opening, which is owned by the guy that owns Renault. He wanted to, rather than have all his eggs in one basket at Renault, he's now opened up this other franchise called My Garage, where they do all makes and models. And he said, look, come down here. I want you to help me run it when I'm not here. Okay, yeah. So, you know, I broke Neil's heart, I think, at Westerly, and I joined My Garage. Hang on, sorry. I joined My Garage. Where I was like, yeah, the top guy there. That was it. Anyone had any troubles, it was me they were coming to. I was answering calls, dealing with customers that were coming in, especially if the manager wasn't there, and helping run the workshop. Yeah, so that is really, it got to the point then where I wanted to come off the tools. I felt like I'd been doing it a long time. I felt like I knew everything and that I could do everything, even though there's still stuff coming out. It just felt like, I don't know, sort of conquered that part of the motor trade. And I wanted to become a manager. Trouble is, I was never going to get anywhere there because of, you know, who was running it. It's sort of family and friends. It was a big tree before they would even come down to me. They also didn't want me to come off the workshop floor completely. So a change of career, sort of change of job role. I left to go to Holford's Auto Centre. Massive pay cut, but I come off the tools. It was assistant manager job, dealing with customers coming in, literally shirt and tie job. answering calls, doing quotes, telling the guys what to do in the workshop. Really, really liked the job, but I had at that time, there had been four kids, so the money, the pay cut was massive. So I did try looking for other jobs. The only thing was they were only, every time I was going for an interview for more money as an assistant manager and a manager, etc., they were looking at the experience that I had there, and it was only 4 months. The job was easy to me. Really liked it, but I just wasn't getting a break in it, and it was that point I was crossroads. Right, I either go back on the tools somewhere, which I didn't want to do, or just leave the trade. So that is what I done. I actually did leave the trade for a year. I was quite lucky. My dad has his own business. He does a bit like, best way to explain it, shop fitting up in London. I was leaving it Monday morning, coming back Saturday evening. Wasn't seeing my kids or my family, the missus and that, friends, no social life, nothing. And then out of the blue, someone that brought his cars into one of the garages I worked, and I was MOTing, he was a mobile mechanic. He contacted me on Facebook. How you getting on, right? I said, yeah, good. Working with my dad now. Told him the whole situation, and he said, well, I've just bought a garage. He said, well, how about if I give you some work, mobile mechanic? I said, oh, yeah, well, all right then. So I thought about it, got myself a van. And no, I was using his van at first. Sorry, using his van. Doing because I did have own work as well. Because when you're in the trade, obviously, and you know what you're doing, you'll be doing friends, families, your mate will say, oh, I need a set of brakes, I need an oil change, I need this, I need that. You will, their friends, their families, you will get work from that. So I did have my own sort of jobs I was doing, and I was doing his as well. So he had moved into a garage. Look, it's not a very nice garage, but there it is. He built his mobile, built all his money and all this from mobile business. And then I thought then of the opportunity to do what he's doing. So it progressed from there, really. But like I say about people in the trade, it's don't burn your bridges anywhere. I've been invited back to all these places. In fact, my manager, now I'm mobile mechanic, my manager at my garage, who rang me after all those years, he's now got his own garage, and he's invited me in to, if I'm ever quiet, go in, do some work. Yeah. So from there, I bought my own van, got my own customers. There's my little car. And that's it. But people ring constantly. The car won't start, servicing, brakes. A lot of my work is, as it's advertised, mobile mechanic. You're going to come out to your car, it don't start or it don't move for whatever reason. A transmission fault, suspension fault. You can't get the car to your local garage. So they tend to call me. I'll go out there, do a good job for them, good price, get chatting. And before you know it, that's it. Oh, I'll use you from now on then, right? Yeah, that's fine. Do everything, anything and everything. On the side of the road, I'll do anything as long as I can. I'm not going to take an engine out on the side of the road. You get in trouble for that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? But if someone's driveway, as long as they're happy with, a little bit of mess, if they want me to take an engine out there and do an engine change, I will do an engine change. Yeah. Some stuff like that, though, it's just easier to tow it back to your own place. Do you know what I mean? And do it. But yeah, so I mean, I'm at the point now where what I said about Kevin, where he's, looking for a mobile driver. I'm at that point now where I'm looking for a garage. It's going to be next year, I think. I am going to be looking for a garage. Rather than giving the mobile business away, I'd like to employ someone, or someone at the garage. To make that step, you need someone. He was quite lucky because he had his brother with him. But yeah, I mean that's it. So I've got from my teacher telling me you're going to get nowhere in life to probably, well, I can probably guarantee you now I'm earning a lot more money than him. Just because I didn't like the environment that he, liked. Don't, if that's what you want to do, if there's something in life you want to do, you will get there. But it is hard work. With this mobile mechanic thing, I'm stood here now, shorts, t-shirt, lovely day out there. It wasn't like that last month, and I was out there. Yeah, I was out there, woolly hat, coat. You probably couldn't see me. But it pays off. So now this time of the year is nice because I could work till 8 o'clock at night. If the work's there, I'll work till 8 o'clock at night. If the work's there and I don't want to work, I've had enough. That's it. Just turn the phone off. They'll ring tomorrow. If they don't, there's other work. But yeah, no, it's good. It is good. It is good. What else we got, Tina? Oh yeah, that's your
playtime.
Yeah, that's not my car. That I would love that to be my car. But yeah, no, that's me. That's my car. That's my little weekend stuff. I got a nice jet ski there. Yeah, I'd love to get to this point where whatever that guy's doing. I doubt he's doing motor mechanics, but you never know. But yeah, so yeah, you could get somewhere if that's what you want to do. You know what I mean? But that's my story of how I got there, and you will, but don't burn your bridges anywhere. I know mechanics that have left because of this, stormed out. It's good. Like if you're good in the trade, you'll be well known. There'll always be work somewhere for you. But you have got to go through the highs and the lows. And like I say, when I was 21, I was earning 25 grand a year. I think when I was 25, I wasn't earning nowhere near it. So I had to take a massive pay cut. I think I was like £18,000. It's like £7,000 pay cut I've had to take to get, But with all that experience, with all those rusty vans that I was doing, all the new cars, the technologies, the speaking to the customers, doing the invoices, it's everything I need now. So it's all sort of come together. It's just that next step now. Getting a garage, but with the garage, you need to find the right location, somewhere busy, really, not next to another garage, or and it takes time, but hopefully I'll get there. Maybe get an apprentice. That's what I'd like to do, really. We said about it, didn't we? Get an apprentice. From the start, it's just easier rather than taking someone on this 21, thinks he knows everything, try and mold them into, what you want them to be. But does any of you go to workshops and work there or not? No. Just all at college. Yeah.
It's a bit difficult.
Yes. Yeah. So, do they do apprenticeships anymore? Yeah.
We do the block like you did.
Yeah.
On trucks, don't we, at Parkway?
Mm.
And we do local block.
Just block.
Yeah, we do local block as well.
Yeah.
So.
See what my I don't know. Where I was going to Nottingham. I was doing, I think it was 3 or 4 months solid at a garage, and then the 2 weeks at college. So I think that quite helped me with the hands-on stuff. So you got your workshop here anyway, haven't you? But yeah, no, that's my little story.
Have you guys got any questions you would like to ask?
Do you prefer shorter or longer jobs?
There's more money in shorter jobs, but I do prefer a bigger job. Yeah. If someone said, engine change or rather than 3 sets of brakes, there is more money in the little jobs. I think when you run a garage like that and you take on the big jobs, you tend to get them in there and you sort of, do a few, get back onto that, do a few, get back onto that. Where I'm mobile, that's different. I can't do that. Just for example, if I get wrong parts for my job that I'm on, it's a real pain for me if I had a garage, it wouldn't be, because I look at a job, yeah, it needs an alternator. Okay, I go and get an alternator. I come all the way back, take it off, match it up. It is slightly wrong. You know, unless I had it next to each other, I wouldn't have known. All right, so I've got to go all the way back. If I had a garage, I could just get on with something else, ring them up and go, wait, you know, alternator's wrong, send everyone out while they're doing that. But yeah, no, little jobs, yeah, there's more money in it, but I prefer the big stuff. Yeah, I like getting my hands dirty. Yeah.
Any more questions?
Anything else? That's it.
Usually there's quite a class. Mine aren't anyway. What about
End
yours?
of the day now, retired.
When you took the pay cut and you went to Whole Foods,
Yeah.
did you gain a lot of experience?
Yeah,
that role?
with that, it was with dealing with customers. So at Renault, very rarely seen a customer. Very rarely. Main dealer, your mechanics are sort of caged away. They didn't want you to meet the customers. Grease monkeys. But at like Motortech, you'd meet all the builders coming in and customers. Do you know what I mean? And then with the Whole Foods, that's helped me speaking to customers, how I come across, trying to sell them stuff, telling them, why they need it, and yeah, just helping out for customer service really. So now when I answer the phone, it's just, from day one working on myself, it was just natural to me. If you had to ring a if at Renault or even Motortech or somewhere like that, Westerly, if they said, oh yeah, ring this guy, you tell him that, you need this or that's broken, I wouldn't know what to do. Wouldn't know what to say. With the experience that I got at my garage with helping run the workshop, and then Whole Foods, just to talk to customers now is just easy. Yeah, so that helps. Yes, Stu.
Looking back,
Yeah.
is there anything you would do differently? Sorry.
Probably not. No, I don't think so. No. Maybe I'll tell you what I probably would have done. Try and work better in school, because when I did do my, even though it didn't affect me getting a job and getting into this MTech college that I went to, I still then had to do extra stuff there because I had no GCSEs, not one. Art, actually. I think that was the only one I sat, actually, art, and I got like an F in that. May as well not turn up for that. But so when I got to the MTech college, to get my MVQ level 3, I had to do English, maths, I had to do all of that. So I had to do a lot of catching up. I don't know, did you all get good GCSEs or no? Yeah, so don't worry about that.
They're all doing it now at college, aren't
Yeah, so I was in the same boat as you. Honestly, I left school. My teacher said, "You are going to get nowhere in life. Trust me."
Have you
That's
met
what
your
he said.
teacher since?
No, but I'd love to. No. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, so another example was last year. So I run a football team as well. Help coach a football team. I love football more. I do like cars and stuff. I have lost a little bit in it. I'm not so into cars, but football, I'm football mad. Now I run a coach a football team. It got to the point where they said you have to do your FA coaching badges, and level 1 was just sat in the classroom, and I couldn't even stand that. My eyes were running where I was just yawning. I don't know what it is. I'm starting to do it now and there a bit. But yeah, I like to be out there, hands on. Do you know what I mean? Don't worry. If that's what you want to do, just work at it, and then hopefully you get a good job somewhere. Be a high paid mechanic, because you get loads of different levels of mechanics. But it will take time. I was at Renault for 6 years. Motortech a year. Yeah, it does take time. It does take a long time. But yeah. But I've got to where I want. I just want that last step, really. Like I said to Dina the other day, my dream would be to have a garage, have me partner there working with me as well. Maybe my boy
Or girl.
or girl. Yeah, I got 3 other girls. They can wash the cars.
Brian.
I've got that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, that would be it.
Can I just take you back to your daughter when she was
Yeah.
probably about 2 years old?
Yeah.
With a spanner?
Oh yeah.
Spanner under the bonnet of her plastic car?
Yeah. She's into cars actually. Lex.
But there you go.
Mm.
Female mechanic.
Yeah, there's more about it, actually. Do you know, when I went to college, there was one girl in the whole of the college.
Was there any opportunities you were like given that you passed up on?
Was there? No. I took every opportunity. I did take every opportunity. Like but back at Renault now, I loved the job. Loved it. The working environment. I spilt some oil on the floor. Sam, he'd mop it up. I loved it. The pay was all right. I was going on all these courses. So you could have 3 or 4 nights away in Cardiff, with your mates from the workshop. It was awesome. But if I did not take that step to learn, the other vehicles, I wouldn't be where I am today. And sometimes you need to leave this, you need to come out of your comfort zone sometimes to progress. Yeah. But now I took every opportunity, as far as I know.
Would you say the things you found difficult, although once you had like an idea of a goal, what you wanted, say like, because I struggle with English maths.
Yeah.
When I was like, I want to go do music, I have to do English maths.
Yeah.
It almost became easy.
Yeah. That was it. When I got to the college and found I had to do English and maths, I was like, "You are joking!" But I was not gonna become a mechanic unless I got this English and maths and key skills and all that. Like, I don't even know what it is now. I couldn't even tell you what it involved, but I done it. It was tunnel vision. Get that done, and then it's done. I ain't got to sit back in the classroom. You know what I mean? I go off and get my hands dirty, earn some money. Yeah. Anything else?
Any more questions, guys?
Yeah.
Is it a lot different running a business compared to just being a mechanic?
Yeah, it's a lot more responsibility. There's a lot. If you're a mechanic and working at a garage and you cock something up, you ain't got to foot the cost. You ain't got to deal with the customer. If it happened to me, touch wood, it doesn't. Little things have happened. Sometimes it's out of my hand. It's their car that breaks, but obviously I've touched it. They think it's my fault. I've got to deal with the customer, especially being mobile. I'm doing it at their address or their work. Some of them are stood there watching me. It is a lot of pressure. Whereas in the workshop environment, you could take the car away in the workshop. So you can't come in here. You know what I mean? You ain't got boots on or whatever. There's signs up anyway all in garages for health and safety reasons. You can't just walk in there. So you can, stuff like that for that sort of reason. But obviously as well, with running your own business, if I look two weeks into my diary now, there's nothing there. I wouldn't have a single job. Maybe a week. Probably 2 weeks. If I look 2 weeks, I've got no work. So I'm sat here now. In 2 weeks, I might be sat at home. But so there's always that worry, bills, 4 kids to feed, expensive hobbies,
And a dog.
and a dog. Yeah. There's always that added pressure. You're in a garage, you get paid weekly, monthly, same amount, might earn a bit of bonus actually.
Do you advertise?
No, a bit. Obviously, I got some stickers on my car. I got Twitter. No, not
How do you
really.
get your business then?
Oh, there is a website, but it's not my website. It's Bristol. If you go Bristol Mobile Mechanics, it's my number, but it's not really my website. So yeah, so there's other sort of mobile mechanics. There is other, you could subcontract. So I've got lucky, whereas I met someone in the trade that wanted a mobile mechanic. That's where I've gone. You could do your qualifications, work at a garage for 5 years and think, right, I'm going to take that step. I want to become a mobile mechanic. There's websites out there called Click Mechanic. You register all your details and stuff. Then, someone who wants something done on their car, they put all their details into Click Mechanic and, they'll contact you then, got a job. So there's loads of ways of getting into it. So yeah.
So where do you get most of your business from?
Most of my business is just word of mouth. Like, yeah, go out to a car, do a good job, talk, come across nice. It all just gets passed over. Oh, my auntie needs this done, my brother needs that, or my dad or my granddad, or can you do this? Can you do that? You just got to go that extra, especially when trying to build your client base. Go that extra mile for them. Oh, I need an MOT next week. You've just serviced the car that there's nothing wrong with it. You're not going to make any money out of it. Yeah, no worries. I'll take for an MOT for you. Make a £5 for, driving all the way there, pick their car up, take it for an MOT. You've made £5. That's it. That they're going to call you next time. Trust me. Whatever, even if their car ain't broke down, they're calling you, and they'll be passing that on to their friends when they're down the pub chatting, or not at the minute, but on Zoom call chatting. Oh yeah, you took this for MOT, and that's how it gets about. And I am flat out. I keep saying, oh, I can't wait to have a day off. I can't wait to have a day off, but it's just continuous work after work. With like my mates, just a quick example, my mate's a roofer. I mean, how many times you got to have a roof put on your house? Once. How many times your car going to break down? Quite a lot of times, if it's French anyway. You need a service every year. There's maintenance that needs to be done, brakes, you're going back to these jobs all the time. Whereas my mate's a roofer, you go to a house, rip the roof off, put a new roof on, that's it. You ain't getting another job there, not at that address for, probably his whole career. All right.
Any more questions?
Oh.
Steve, got another one?
Have you got like a car in mind that you want to work up to? Is like not build, but like buy or work on?
Have I got a car?
Yeah, like
in
so
mind.
when you want to work on yourself, like a project car.
Yeah. So when I worked at Renault, I was obviously into them. I didn't know why, but I love the Renault 5 GT Turbo, and I'd love to buy one now and completely restore it. But in fact, I did, funny enough, I did have one. I had two at one point, but this was when I was about 18, 19. I think I gave a few £100 from each, ended up selling both of them for a combined total of £1,000. One was running, one wasn't. And a guy drove past me in one 6 months ago, and I thought, God, completely standard. And I had a look, and an immaculate one now was about 15 grand. So I wish I kept both of them. I'll definitely have enough money to buy a garage. But yeah, a Renault 5 Turbo, something like that. It's, I mean, you're all quite young. Obviously, it is difficult because I've got children. My boy plays football. I help run that. So having the time to try and do that, years ago I would have, yeah. Maybe when the kids have grown up, I'd love to, Renault 5 Turbo. Just, that would be my ideal classic car. Probably not nice. Do you know what they are? Renault 5 Turbos. Probably looking at me weird. Yeah, you probably won't like the look of them. That was the rear-wheel drive one, wasn't it? I think. Yeah, no, this was just a Renault 5 Turbo. Or Mark II Escort. They're nice. You probably know what they are.
Not what you expected, Steve. You expected a Lamborghini or something like that.
No, I was thinking maybe more some like old fashioned.
That is old fashioned.
Beaches.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, it is. Yeah. But that's a lot of work, a lot of time involved in that. You know, restoring a car and stuff like that. It's lots and money. Costs a lot of money. Anything else, guys?
What about like a car that you want, like, it's rather than him saying you want to work on, what
Yeah.
about a car you're going to work up to that you want to buy?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that car. Though. It's pretty nice. Huh?
What is it?
A Lamborghini, something. I don't know.
Oh,
what it is. Yeah, like I say, yeah, anything like that, really. Any like supercar like that, I would, you know, that'd be awesome. But you know, you'd have to work really, you know, you have to work really hard to get that.
Any car you don't want to work on?
Yeah.
So the customer reaches out, oh, well, no, I'm too busy for that at the moment.
No, not really. I could do anything, but I mean, French cars are not nice to work on. They're just, you know, it's like they've put it together drunk. Yeah, try and get that out of there. Then, do you know what I mean? When they've made it. I went to a Ford not too long ago. I think it was a Ford. It was a Ford Cougar, the new 4x4 thing, and I had to take the bumper off to get to the oil filter. Now, whether Ford have got like a special tool for that, I don't know. But yeah, no, French cars seem to be a pain. Japanese stuff's really good to work on. You know, if you've got to try and get, you know, that part out of the car, they've made the gap wider so you can get that part out of the car. Like I say, with French stuff, they just ram it in there and go, yeah, good luck. Fords and Vauxhalls are really good to work on, easy. Everything's pretty basic on them. And the German stuff's put together well. But vans, I don't really like working on vans. You know why? They are easier access-wise. Everything's just be working away and you can't see any tattoos, just covered in oil, black oil, all the way up to my armpit. Not good. Not good. Dirt diesels now. There will be electric stuff soon, but don't let that put you off either, because still got 4 wheels, you know, brakes, suspension. So what, you know, there'll be plenty of stuff because customers keep saying to me, "Oh, you'll be out of a job soon." Well, I'll tell you something now. I'm 35. It ain't gonna be in my lifetime where there ain't no petrol and diesel cars. I don't think diesels maybe there'll be a few floating about, but there will be they will be there. Engines are going to be there for a long time yet. You got to remember that with these electric cars and stuff, they're a lot of money at the minute. Obviously, some places where you live, you might not be able to charge them. I'm going out to all walks of life, from people, you know, single parents, people that ain't got a job, to doctors, you know, to lawyers that have got loads of money, houses in Clifton you could only dream of owning. So I'm going out to some customers that, you know, you tell them it needs an alternator and it's 300 quid, and you know they ain't got the money. I mean, where are they going to buy an electric car from? Yeah, so these cars are going to be around for a long time now. Yeah, actually, I'll tell you what, with the cars, I wouldn't mind one of those Teslas. Actually, they're nice, aren't they? Very nice. I'll just bring it down here to charge it up. Electric vans, actually, that's the next thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ford, I did see them advertised.
Sam,
So my van, I got a Transit at the minute.
is that a tidy workspace you have in your van?
Only if I know someone's going to be looking in there. No, it's very hard to keep it tidy because I've got everything in there, mine. In my van, everything you need in a workshop is in there. So to try and keep it tidy and work and be productive at the same time, it is hard. But then you need to be tidy to be productive, really. Kevin, I remember when he was a mobile mechanic, his 13mm socket, it'd take him half an hour to find it. In fact, he's like that in his garage now. You've probably seen his garage, it's like a mess. I'd go out there to give him a hand sometime. Yeah, Kev, yeah, where's this? Oh, yeah, it'd be over there somewhere. He don't even know where it is. I mean, how can you get anywhere like that? I know where all my tools are. It's an organised mess. That's what my van's like. But yeah, no, with my van, it's I'm a bit. I want to upgrade it at the minute, but then I'm a bit like that because of the emission thing coming in Bristol. That could be another opportunity to earn more money though, because if you've got 3 or 4 customers in that area, you could charge every customer the charge. Do you know what I mean? To make more money like that. And obviously with the garage thing, I might. I'm looking at buying a garage, so I don't really want to buy another van, but yeah. Anything else, guys?
Does the price vary on distance of traveling?
Yeah, so my call out, like in Bristol, it'd be anything from £30 to £50, and that's just to get there. Really, just open the bonnet, or put the scanner on, which don't take long. So if I was in, and it all depends on the customer and what job it is as well. I do sometimes, if I don't want to do the job, I think, oh, this could sound like a bit of a ball ache. Just put the price up. And if they say, yeah, come, you're happy days, bonus. And go from there. But yeah, anything for £30 to £50 just to get me there.
How much would that cost in the garage if they had to take it to a garage to put a scanner on it?
I think garages now are anything from sort of 60, 70 quid plus VAT. Yeah, main dealers now. I mean, when I was working at Renault all those years ago, it was £70 plus VAT an hour for £70 plus VAT an hour. God knows what they are now.
But have to charge £105 to work on the shared range.
Yeah, £105 an hour.
Plus that?
Plus VAT. So I'm £40 an hour.
It's cheap.
And you just get work. Yeah. So if I'm at your house for 2 hours, it's 80 quid. Plus the call out. So there is money in it. There is money in it. So I think the mechanics trade itself is not. It's not ever been known for greatly paid jobs, great paid trade. Sorry, that you always get more money from backstreet garages, nationwide companies, and stuff like that. They won't pay you great money. I think it's like any business or trade or whatever. Unless if you work for yourself, that's where the money is. But then I'm always working, so at home. I got invoicing, stuff like that to do, keep up my tax, and I'm always working. The only time I finish work really on a Friday afternoon, because I don't work weekends. Put on my voicemail, that's it. Shut till Monday now, that's it. Bang, phone goes off. That's it. Back to work Monday. Obviously, working for yourself as well, you don't get paid to have time off. So if we went on a family holiday for 2 weeks, whatever all that holidays cost, 3-4 grand, you might lose 2-3 grand not going to work. So yeah.
Any more questions, guys?
Anything else?
Cool.
Okay. That's it.
Thank you very much, Ryan.
Oh, best of luck, guys, in the trade. There's plenty of opportunities. Just take them up. All right.
Nice one.
If your car ever breaks down, this number's on his back.
Yeah.
As he walks out the door. Thank you, Ryan.
No, that's all right. No worries.